Well, hi, everybody. It's Chris, the Disney Baker. Well, like I say before, it wouldn't be live theater if you didn't have something's going on every once in a while. So, something's going on every once in a while. Hopefully, you can hear me. So, let's see how this goes. Well, for some reason, my mic was just feeding way back on me. So, somebody give me a thumbs up in chat. Make sure you guys can hear me. I'd appreciate that. All right. Oh, I see what it was. There it was. All right. Now I can turn my volume back up. There we go. Oh, that's not it. Blah, blah, blah. Loud and clear. Okay, great. Precise line. What's happening? Marlon, what is up? So, hello, everyone. Welcome to Late Night Pins, man. My name's Chris. I'm the Disney Baker. I don't know if you know anything about me, but I have, of course, I have a YouTube page, and I have Instagram, Facebook. I am an avid Disney pin collector. I'm an avid uh, everything Disney. I love collecting. It's one of my bad habits. Um, but if that's a bad habit, sounds good to me. I'll take it. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to talk some pins. I'm definitely going to just rock and roll with this. I don't have to say ums or ands or anything like this because pins roll off my tongue just like stuff that I bake in my channel. So I bake in my channel. If you haven't checked any of that out, welcome aboard. Check some of that out. If you like it, throw me a comment. I'd appreciate it. And give me some ideas on my comment pages on my last two bakes. If there's anything you especially want to see baked, I can try everything. I'm starting slow because I don't want to scare anybody off. I want people to understand that baking is fun. So if you like that, come on to my baking channel. I'm going to be baking live Wednesday. I'm going to be baking live this coming Wednesday. But now this is all about pins. And what you can see is one of my pin boards that I've made up since I've been here in Florida. But let me just, jump over to chat. Say hi, everybody. Chat. Space Mountain Dave, what's going on? Sorry I missed you this weekend, but my honeydew list was long. And Precise Signs, Arlen. Oh my gosh, this guy makes some amazing signs. Everybody, just if you haven't seen his site, check him out. He's made signs for Pete McDevitt. He's made signs for the Round Table. He's made signs for VIP Project, Adventures with VP, Adventures with Gonzo. Oh, who else has he made signs for? Central Florida Novelty and Gifts. Amazing signs. So hello out there. Movie Mania Nick, what's going on, Nick? Good to see you. Jonathan Chong, thanks for being here, Jonathan. I appreciate you very much. Jonathan's one of my mods. Everybody give Jonathan a thumbs up. Jess, whether or not with Jess is one of my mods too. Thumbs up, Jess. Sebastian the Crab, what's happening? So here's what I did. And I think you all could probably relate to this. I don't know if everybody hold on one second. I want to throw something out there. One thing I can't remember names. If I just meet somebody for the first time, I try to do word association. Anybody else has that issue? Maybe it's just me. But what I did is I went into my notes and I put in a heading YouTube Disney Friends. And then what I do is I put in their YouTube channel and then I put in their names, just like this one. And we have Sebastian the Crab, Jeanette and Matt. So hello, Jeanette and Matt. Don't know which one it is, but hello. We said hi to you earlier today. We were in a chat together. I said hello. It's good to have you aboard. And Katie, if you all have seen my thumbnails, I have some people that just have reached out to me and they really want to help the community. And some people out there are doing an amazing job. So if you like my thumbnails, let me know. Give me a thumbs up, and I'll definitely pass on that information to those people. But they've been just doing a phenomenal job. And let me just keep scrolling down here. Chris Dye, welcome, Chris Dye. Chris, Maddie Family Adventures, welcome aboard, Chris. Central Novelty Gifts. Hey, everybody, give a bouquet of flowers out there to Central Novelty, Florida Novelty and Gifts. It's their anniversary today. So they went out and had an amazing day out at the parks. I hope they did. I saw them this morning. Adventures with VP, welcome aboard. Java, wonderful day. Welcome aboard. Yadi, happy over Yadi. And VP's here. And oh my gosh, everybody's coming in. Yay, great. So that means either everybody likes pens or everybody just wanted to see if I was going to bake something. Nope, not baking today. Nope. God, do my best. I'm going to have to work on this one. It's Duque Sene, Duke Mom. Hello. Hopefully I didn't chop that up too much. Jonathan's back here. Everybody's saying, there you go. Matt doesn't charge much. He's Mr. Crowd. Okay. Okay, great. I appreciate that. Thanks. Oh, wow. Let's see. We go here. Okay. And all right. So we get this comment. I love Disney pins. Everybody likes Disney pins. All right, great. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to do this for a second. You know, if you know anything about what I do, sometimes I forget to do certain things. I'm not super inclined. Kelly from the Mickey Mouse. Kelly, what's going on? Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Sometimes I forget, so I'm technically slow, I should say, sometimes. But you know, I do the best I can. And you know, do I make a mistake every once in a while? Sure. Push the wrong button. You know it. And mostly, you know, just because I'm nervous. So anyway, going back to what we were talking about before, pins, not nervous about pins. No way. All right, so we're gonna rock and roll with this. So what you see on the side here is one of the pin boards that I've been working on since I got here in Florida. And what I did is I put this up on a special stand. And then what I can do is definitely zoom in on some things. So let's show you a little bit of this. And so, again, pins. Where do pins come from? Read the back of your pins. Get your magnifying glass out. Look at some of the pins. I mean, all these pins that are on this board, I've traded all these pins on this board since I've been here since July. There's over, I believe, 200 pins just on this board. And this board's not that very big. If I take my measure out, my handy dandy measure here, this board is 18 inches by 24 inches. Now this board is just a regular board that you can buy out at Home Depot, Office Depot. It's a lot of different places you can get boards. Now, how do you make them? Well, I'm going to be teaching that too, but not today. So let's get back with, let me check in with chat and see how things are going. Hey, Geez, here. James Ryan, hello, welcome aboard. Those of you that just been coming in, enjoying this for the first time, if you have an opportunity, go ahead and hit the thumbs up. Of course, if you like what you're going to see tonight, feel free to subscribe. It's free. Subscribing is free. And of course, if you have an opportunity, share out the stream. I tried to do my best today. We have a surprise coming in about the middle of the show. You all, hopefully, you'll be surprised for this one. But let's go back to pins. Okay, so these are pins that you're just normally trading at the parks. Back before COVID hit, cast members would wear their lanyards. And I'm not going to go out a picture and grab my lanyard. If you know what a lanyard is, the cast members wear lanyards. they're supplied with pins. You can go into the parks and walk up to a cast member. If they have a regular lanyard on that's not green, they'll trade with anybody. If they have a green lanyard on, they're just going to trade with kids. And usually you find them in like an adventure, Fantasyland, Adventureland, around kid rides. So, and they get all their pins, they get all their pins supplied through Disney. So they're not theirs personally, so they'll trade them. When I started doing pin trading, I started taking about, 100, 150 pins a trip. Back in 2002 is when I really, really started heavy. And at the end, when I was still a guest living in Maryland, my last trip, I think I brought over 800 pins to trade in 1 week. And I traded them within 5 days. So, wow. Yeah, that's a lot. Hey, Annie, welcome aboard. So, pins come in different ways. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to move this out. There are limited edition pins. There are open edition pins. There are limited release pins. And if you're a pin collector, you're going to look on the back of your pin, and you're going to look to see what it says. Some of them that are sold limited edition are going to say sold limited edition on the actual back of the pin itself. And sometimes they'll say it on the packaging. Even if it doesn't say it, sometimes I'll always look. If you're buying a pin through Shop Disney and you don't know if it's a limited edition or limited release, you can go down into the description of the sale and it'll tell you. So what I'm doing now is I usually work with my magnifying glasses just so you can see. So we're going to pull out a couple pins here, and we're going to look at some. These pins here, all right, let's see. I got a little bit of a glare on it. Let's see if I can get that away from that glare. These are a different style pin. These are called key pins. Now, these are keys. These are not pins. I'm sorry. These are keys. And with what Disney's done now is they've come out with these keys, but they've also come out with key pins also that replicate the key that comes out. Now, this is a special edition, okay, not limited edition, but special edition, and it's called Mickey Through the Years. There are pins that are like this, okay? These are just keys. I don't know why I grabbed that one. But anywho, I'm going to get out my chest here. I meant to get this out earlier. Sorry, guys. Okay. We're going to need a little bit more light on this. Hold on a sec. All right. Put some light on the subject. Okay. We'll swing the camera around so you can see what I'm about to do. Let's do this. And we're going to back up a little bit, keep you in the camera. All right. So most ladies or actors or actresses will know what this is. This is a makeup box. Now, when I went to move from Maryland, I didn't know what to do with all my pins. Now, what I'd like you to do, if you haven't done already, let me double check. Bloom and Cheese or Richard, welcome aboard. Gene Fist Magic, what's happening? Good to see you. And, ladies and gentlemen, 1 second. I would like to invite someone that's just stumbled across and wanted to see if there was any baked goods in the kitchen. Yeah, but there's not. But let me bring him in. You know him as VP. I know him as potential baker guy. Ladies and gentlemen. Now,
hey, I'll take that.
I am technically challenged. I'm going to try to turn I'm going to try to turn up my volume without getting feedback, and that's not going to work. You guys hear feedback?
Nope.
Okay, good. Yes. That's good.
How's it going tonight, Chris?
It's going good, VP. Welcome aboard.
Thank you. Thank you. What up, chat? How's everyone doing tonight?
Well, I'll tell you what. When
Marlon had a question. He asked, what size is that board?
The one I just put aside?
Yeah. Do you know how big it is?
24 by 18, I believe.
So 2 feet by 1.5 feet. Okay.
That's.
I hear feedback now. All right, real quick. Crash course in StreamYard. Go click on settings at the bottom.
I got you.
Click on audio.
Gotcha.
And make sure echo cancellation is checked.
It is?
It is, but we're feedbacking. That stinks.
Yep. All right, let me click on this one. I have 2 StreamYards open.
Well, you should only have one.
Check. Well, I can't do multiple cameras if I only have one.
Oh. Mute the one.
The iPhone?
Yeah. No, you can do it from here. Go down at the bottom. Click on the 3. I mean, next to the 3 dots, there's a
microphone.
Yeah, click that.
I muted it. It's muted.
Okay.
You know what I can do?
Yeah, it's still echoing.
I can remove it and bring it back in. Let's do that. Hi, guys. Oh. Whoa.
Are you sure this one has the echo cancellation turned on?
Let me click on this.
Annie asked, are those deer socks?
Yes. Ooh.
A lot of reverb. That's what we're getting.
Hello.
Reverb, not.
Hello. Your audio was also removed. Add yourself back.
Go to settings and double check. Go to your audio and make sure it's on the right microphone.
Thank you.
Because sometimes that changes. Because you're not getting an echo, it's reverb.
It's reverb.
Yep.
All right, so this is
John. Everyone seems to like it though. Yes, JC, this is Tech Talk with VP.
It's
we went from pins to Tech Talk with VP.
Okay.
Jonathan said that makeup cases are a good use for carrying miniature models and model trains too. Kiddo TV, what up?
Kiddo TV, what it do? Welcome aboard. All right, so I want to bounce on this one. Okay.
Yeah, that's what we're working on, kiddo. We're working on.
Hello. See, now it's gone, right?
Yep.
Right, now we're going to add in. I'm going to add it back in. See what we get.
That the reverb was on accident.
Yes, it was.
It's like Bob Ross says, happy accident. It's not a mistake.
This is true. All right, we're going to bring it in, see what happens. All right. Nope.
You got to mute it. So now you need to go into that one and mute it.
I did. I muted it before I brought it in. This is so weird.
Are you sure?
Pull it back out. Yeah. I like how you ask me those questions. Are you sure? Yeah.
I mean, you're still sure, but it doesn't mean it's right.
Well, what if I turn the volume down on the phone?
Yeah, you can do that too. Might help.
Now it's all the way up.
I don't hear it anymore.
I didn't bring it back in yet. So everyone, I appreciate you just hanging out here. As soon as
That's what I said, Annie. He said
I should have problems.
What up, Nick? Welcome in. If you guys haven't, smash that like button.
Please.
Maker here.
Please, please. Now I'm gonna mute it. I'm gonna unmute it. I'm gonna mute it. Enter. That's so weird.
How about mute this one and leave the other one unmuted?
Check. Okay,
Mute both. Huh?
I can do that.
So go down to the bottom and just click mute on this one.
I'll do that. I'm gonna mute myself first.
Hold on. I don't hear it. Did you leave it in? Yeah, I know, Annie. You know, it's how you got to talk to the technically challenged, because now he's muted fully. I can't hear anything now. We went from echo, double Chris to no Chris.
How about now?
I hear a bunch. So on this one, go down to the bottom and click mute. And unmute the other one. On one of these two, you don't have echo cancellation turned off or something. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? No, because you look like a Oriental movie. Oh, hold on. I just had you.
Yeah, but it was feedback.
Oh. Yeah, Marlon. Yeah. He has one on the phone, and then he has one on this one. Should just be able to mute one of them and be good.
When I get out, it won't let me.
Talk softly. No worky work.
How's that?
It's fine. I mean, it's just a little reverb.
Oh, wait a second. How about now?
That's worse than before.
That's coming from the phone.
Do you have echo cancellation turned on?
Yes. Now it's turned off.
No, it's because he turned it up.
Check.
I know what it is. Do you have a headset you can plug in?
Yep.
Do that. I know what it is, chat.
Now I gotta go to different settings.
Yes. Why? I know this is a pin talk, but while you're working on that, chat, I went live a little bit ago, right before Chris did. I was talking about, no spoilers, but I talked about the new Batman movie. Real brief, real high level. I recommend you go watch it. If you're on the fence, definitely go watch it. And then I would definitely say don't watch it in 4DX. I did that tonight, and I feel like I was in the fights with Batman.
Thank you, Annie. Wow.
Is your headset on?
Trying to get it to connect. I'll mute.
Open that box while you're. At least move the box or something. Make the box big and open the box.
How's that? Nope.
I can show you my new Funko Pop. I know it's a pin chat, but I can show you my Funko Pop. What pins? That? I don't want to hang that back up.
Just take the pin out. The beauty one.
No. I'll show you guys Arlene's collection of the Animator series.
There you go.
This is series 1 and 2. And as you can see, the felt picks up fuzz. I don't even know what. This is not even hair. This is straight fuzz. The frick did fuzz come from? It's like, that's weird. So this is the little Jonathan. 4DX was way too intense. Way too intense. So this is a complete set, series 1 and 2. All the princesses. She was able to complete it. The back of one of these. Yeah. I don't know how well it's going to come out. It just says Disney. And then it says Disney Pin Trading 2020. Then it says copyright Disney, China. And it says China twice. And then it has the serial number of the pin. This one, as you notice, doesn't have a waffle back. It's just like a straight pin. You know what I feel like, guys? I feel like Jonathan when he was on Space Mountain Dave's stream. And we didn't know if he was going to come back. And so Jonathan started talking to us about Legos and stuff.
Check.
Oh, that's really bad. Dang. Oh, it's a cork board. It's a cork board, so you just push it in. Ba-dam. Boom. Bam, pop. We just put a little piece of felt. I'll show you a cool set that I have here. So last year was the 20th anniversary of pin trading. And so I was able to complete this set here. So this is a bunch of different characters. And I'll open them in a minute. And then this is the completer one showing 20 years of pin trading. So we have, that one is Chip. We got Mickey. We got Goofy. I'm going to just open them all. And then it'll be easier for me to show you guys. Ba-dam, ba-dam.
Check. So
we got Chip, we got Donald, Minnie, Daisy, Pluto, Dale, Goofy, and Mickey.
I love that set.
It's hard to get it to line up properly, though. Like this one's not, it's not even lined up properly. I don't know if it's because of the board it's on or what, but We just couldn't get it right. So the back of this one, what up, Mad Hatter? So I know you guys can't read it, but see how this one has a waffle on the back, and by waffle we mean the little Mickey heads. You can kind of see it's blurry as heck. I know. This my webcam doesn't focus, and this particular pin, the completer, is limited out of 4,000. The bigger, the rest of these. Let me see.
How's that sound?
Good.
Good.
They're all limited 4,000. Kittle, you can order your neon sign from Precise Signs in chat.
Yes, you can.
He's who made this. He does. Look, let me show you. Show the
If
whole.
my mods haven't drop that, if they could drop that link for us.
Yeah, if you could drop Marlon's link. He has a YouTube channel that he shows how he makes these signs. This sign is actually on his channel. And then he has some other ones on there. Fantastic work. Almost, if you can think of it, he can make it for you.
Thank you, everyone, for being patient.
These
All
are
right.
these up here are shadow boxes that Arlene made. These are our up. This here is actually art that our son had commissioned for Arlene's birthday one. What was that? Last year or the year before? Year before, right? Yeah, 2020. And if you've seen the movie Up, you'll recognize that that's one of the scenes. What up, Chris Dye? Welcome in.
Mike Wheeler, welcome. Thank you.
Mike Wheeler, what up?
All right. Appreciate everyone for being patient. This just goes back to what you and I talked about.
Kiddo, I collect Thanos pops. All right. What were you going to say?
You and I talked about that the other day. What do I need to get? Headphones.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So, all right, guys. So BP, who said they knew what this box was?
Huh?
Who said they knew this was a makeup box?
Jonathan Chong.
Jonathan, you were. So this is where I put everything. So here's
now, just because I see that like that, let me just ask this. These are pins these are open edition. These are limited edition.
The majority of these pins are open edition.
Okay, because
you don't.
That's cringe.
You don't put limited editions in like this.
Okay, that's where I was getting at, because I'm like, this is like cringe, bro.
Yeah, some pins are. I picked up from Loungefly. Like there's some smaller ones. So I'm gonna leave this box like this. I'm gonna push it to the side, and I'm gonna go ahead and move my camera back. And then what we can do is look over. Who noticed my socks? Annie did.
I mean, we all did. I was asking if you were in boxers or something, because I was like, "Whoa, there's a lot of skin there, bro."
No, I'm in a pair of dress shorts because I was out and about today. Went and saw Frozen.
Oh yes, how was it?
No, don't talk about it yet. Just wait for Yachty.
Oh yeah, let's wait for Yachty.
Oh, Yachty hasn't seen it yet. Okay.
If you want, we can get on your channel and talk.
You can, Chris. No one's listening. Just tell me your thoughts. Just real, like, it was amazing. It was okay. Like,
yes, all the above. It's so amazing. I brought this into the room with me.
Yeah.
If you guys have an opportunity to go see this, I definitely would suggest it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to speak up though, a little louder.
Oh, I said if you like Frozen, you have an opportunity to go see that on Broadway, do it, and then buy yourself one of these.
He bought a shirt.
Arendelle Ice Company.
Oh, I can't see because it's too little on.
I can't hear what she said.
She said she can't see it because it's too little on the phone.
I see. I turn these. There we go. All right, great. So, where do you get pins? You get pins at Disney, right? You get pins at Box Lunch. Tells us a little bit.
I find that the quality of the ones at Box Lunch aren't as good though.
They used to be when they first came out.
Matt Hatter says he only has limited editions. Matt Hatter, that's what we call baller.
Yeah.
Yep.
And there's definitely nothing wrong with this. This was a box launch. It was $9.90. It's definitely a Disney pin because it says Disney. But it's like stained glass.
That's cool.
I really like this. Some Disney pins.
Show us the back again.
Sure.
I felt like that looked like recycling symbol. It is.
It is. It's recycled. Anything that's on a brown paper at Box Lunch is a recycled pin. Recycled metal, recycled paper.
Really?
Yep.
I didn't know that. Chat, did y'all know that? Learn something new every day.
And if you need to bake your pin, bake it at 25 degrees. Just kidding.
I was gonna say, don't say that. People will do that.
Okay, don't bake your pins. Don't put your pins in the oven.
It's just like, do you guys remember? I know this is way off topic, but do you guys remember hearing like there was a meme out there saying your iPhone has new microwavable charging? Put your phone in the microwave to charge it.
Wow.
People actually did that, and it destroyed their phones. Duh. And then they called AT&T and Verizon and T-Mobile and were like, well, it said it had microwave charging. No, it didn't. You read something on the internet. So now you got to buy a new phone.
Everything on the internet is not true.
There we go.
This is
Shanghai. Hi.
Shanghai Disney. And if you shake it up, the crystals move.
Do you guys know where, chat, do you know where you can get some of those Shanghai Disney pins?
I do.
Chat, let us know if you know.
And if
I'll give you a
don't.
hint. It's not in Shanghai.
No. And again, most of these pins I traded for. So they show up at the parks.
That's a decent size one.
Oh, this yeah. Let's see. What can I compare it to? A regular size pin. And this got the whole crew. How's the lighting?
The whole crew,
The whole
Chippendale
crew.
and Duffy.
And Duffy. I like that pen.
Chris Dye says eBay.
eBay. No.
Jonathan, Central Florida, but not novelty and gifts. Peter Pan.
Peter?
What up, Brian's World? Welcome in.
Hey, Brian's World, what's going on? Look at
Baker is sharing some pins with us tonight.
little cute pins. You know, a lot of people will talk about I'm gonna put this on one ear so I can hear myself. A lot of people will talk about how do you know a real pin from a fake pin. For
Ooh, it's
me,
hard.
you know, if it's an early pin, and let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, see,
Early
so
pin on one of my
what
boards.
you're
Go
about
ahead.
to talk about, Katie had a question about because she says, Baker, most of my pins are 20 years old. Most of mine don't have anything on the back. Did they
That's right.
mark them back then? No, they did
No,
not.
nope, they sure didn't. And the two that I showed the other night that I actually packed away already is a Mickey red, white, and blue. It's actually Mickey. It's a silhouette. The left side is stars. The right side is stripes. And then I have one that's the outline of Mickey's head. Neither of those have anything on the back other than the word Disney.
Yeah.
So if some of your old pins, if you take a magnet, and my magnet's in the other room, if you take a magnet and you touch your pin, if it's a newer pin that has the waffle back, which I call the Mickey waffle back that looks like that, okay, if your magnet sticks to this, it's they don't call them blems, they don't call them fakes. What do they call them, VP?
Scrappers.
Scrappers. Yes, it's a scrapper. It doesn't mean you
Um,
can't trade it.
I mean, you shouldn't, but a lot of people do.
You shouldn't.
Stacy says character warehouse. Hi all. What up, Stacy? No, that's incorrect. Christina says somewhere on Earth. Yep, that's correct. Somewhere on Earth.
Okay.
So actually, if you go to Epcot and you go to the China Pavilion, from time to time they have Shanghai pins in there. They actually had a bunch of the grand opening pins in there. It's pretty cool. They get the New Year's pins in there sometimes.
Okay, let's
Because
talk about a little
they're
bit. Go ahead.
because they're like counterfeit pins.
Yep.
So they're not genuine. Not we're not talking about the older ones, we're talking about the fake ones or scrappers as they're called.
Well, there's some pins that you'll get that it'll be like the color on this one is genuine. You'll see this pin where his inside of his ears will be like a pale yellow. The hat's yellow, but that's called a scrapper. And if that came through the line and they caught it real fast, they just scrap them, melt them down, make a new pin. And then I guess they're going to have maybe not an honest employee. It's going to put a whole box of those aside and take them out the trash and put them in his car. I'm guessing that's how they get here.
When you guys see on eBay where you get like 50 pins for 10 or 20 bucks, those are scrappers or fake
Scrappers.
pins. And that's
Right.
unfortunate. That's what a lot of people trade in the park now. It's hard to, on eBay, scrapper wholesale. Yeah. And it's
Yes.
flooded. So you got to be careful. Like if you're
Hey,
trading at
Stacy.
Disney and you touch it, you can even feel the difference sometimes. You don't have to accept that pin. You can be like, no, I don't want this one.
Right. Now this pin, I like all the old retro. I call it retro Winnie the Pooh, which is Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. It's my favorite, one of my favorite movies. I traded for this one, and when I got it, we're gonna talk about some things on this, VP, and you can chime in. So the first thing I like to notice are these. Okay, these are points that when you use your rubber Mickey back, okay, and you push it down on that pin through your shirt, it's gonna hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it won't turn. Okay, if you get a pin this is not, again, this is flat. There's no waffle. It's not dated, but this says Disneyland. And if I get my magnifying glass out, Disneyland Resort Paris. This pin came all the way from Paris. All right. It's got the Disney copyright here, the word Disney. Okay. This is not limited edition. It's not, we don't know. Was it open-end edition? Did they make 500, 5,000? They weren't count. I don't believe they were counting back then. Were they, VP?
Back then, to my knowledge, no, because nobody was really doing anything with them. Disney didn't start recognizing pin trading until 2000. But they've been
And
making
that was the
pins.
millennium.
Yeah, and they've been making pins way more than that.
Oh, yeah. Now, I didn't unearth my books, but I should have did my homework tonight, but we'll talk about it. There was a company out there that was tracing pins from day one. And they have the books, they have the pictures of the pins, they can tell you whether they are limited edition, limited release, all of that. Now again, you say, well, why was this pin in, with all the other pins? I can't explain that. VP and Gonzo, when they had me on their show, they asked me, they said, how many pins you got, Baker? And I said, between maybe 7,500, 8,000. And that blew Gonzo away. I think it blew both of you away. And they said, how do you remember that? I trade what makes me smile. And then that makes an impact. All right, so now this is one of the newer pins. Okay, this I don't recall the name of this set, but it was definitely a Frozen set. And again, this newer pin, again, we got both the points. We have the newer, it's the waffle Mickey. We have the newer, I think it says pin trading, Disney pin trading. And then in this little tiny area here, you can't see, there's a date. And when you see me have a magnifying glass, I can look and find that date, 2015. Wow. And it has the manufacturing code on it. You can take that code, you can go into a couple websites that for Disney pins, type it in, they'll tell you how many were printed or if it's an open end. Printed or made. You concur?
Yes.
Okay. Now so look at that.
Figment.
And we call this a hidden Mickey. Hidden Mickey pins you would only get from cast members. Let's get back on focus. And there's a little hidden Mickey right there. And this is a series. I believe there were 6 in this series. It's waffle backed. It's one of 6. And again, if you don't have a magnifying glass, you gotta grab one if you're that interested. 2000.
If you guys have any questions for Chris, put them in chat.
Yep,
I'll read them to
please
Chris.
ask. Yep, 2010.
I prior to the pandemic, I loved trading pins with cast members to get the new hidden Mickey sets.
Oh yeah.
I hope that comes back.
Yes. And going back to what I said earlier, when I first found, I knew of YouTube, but I was just on a stream and then went to that same stream the next day because they said they were going to be in the park. And that was Adventures with VP.
Yeah.
And
Jesse
they had just bought some pins. Go ahead.
Look at Jesse's last comment. That Figment pin you just showed matches her avatar.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, look at that. Yes, same one.
That's cool.
That is cool. So I think Arlene was taking care of your chat that day, and you were opening blind boxes of something, and you were giving them away live at the park. And I was like, what is this guy giving away? I want some. And they said, Check us out on Instagram. Send us a message.
I think that was Animal
And,
Kingdom.
It was Animal Kingdom. Yeah.
Mhm.
And you just came out of Mercantile.
Yep.
And I went, what's Instagram? I had heard of it.
Oh.
And that's how I got here.
Mike Wheeler says, I'm looking for a Jolly Roger flag hidden Mickey pin from 2008. Good night, Marlon. Marlon says he's been up since 5 a.m. making neon signs. Baker, DM him.
I will.
Good night, Marlon.
Things. Yep. Thanks, Marlon. Sleep tight.
How can you tell which pins are scrappers? What are top 5 obvious ways? All right. First thing, if it's a hidden Mickey series, on the back, if the little posts that Chris was talking about earlier aren't prominent, that's one. If the waffle backing, if it has a defined edge, like a border, like you see how the waffle backing goes off the pin and it doesn't have a defined border. That's another one. Beyond that,
be more specific on that one. If it doesn't have a defined border, it is what?
Is legit.
It's legit.
Yeah.
Exactly. If it's perfect, you have perfect Mickeys from here to here. Nope.
Yeah.
And you got the 2 points here. And the description. This is key. If you get your magnifying glass out and you look in here and the description here, and I can read it to you, it says the banner that goes across it says pin trading. The round banner. Oh my gosh, they make this so tiny now. The bottom says Disney Parks.
But they're good. And then the other one is color.
Yes. Oh, I wish.
If it's magnetic, it is not legit.
Yeah, you're right. If your color's off, grab a magnet, check it, and then if it sticks to your magnet, just retrade it or do what you want.
Get rid of it.
Sorry.
Go give it to a kid.
Guilty.
If it's and that's you. Those are general. It doesn't always apply, and not those things that we just mentioned only apply to the hidden Mickey series. Other ones, you're gonna want to look like there's websites that Baker was talking about. You're gonna want to join pin groups on Facebook.
Yes.
Pin groups on Facebook is plethora of information. They'll help you out. And they'll send you to they'll tell you the websites to go to that will show you legit for that pin, like what a legit one looks like. They'll tell you which ones have been faked or not. And to be honest with you guys, almost everything's been faked. Like, it's just the way the world is now.
Yeah, unfortunately. Mike, I'm going to keep an eye open for that pin when I start going through these for you. If I have it, it's yours. And I did the same thing for Chris. The other night, Chris was talking about that Mickey pin in that series. And I had bought 2 of them. I'm like, yeah, it's yours. When you find people that you can trade and collect with, it makes it so much fun.
Yeah. I honestly, like Annie was like, okay, note this up, start carrying a magnet in the parks. Honestly, Annie, if you like the pin, does it really matter if it's a real one or not? Like, not really. Arlene said yes, but at the end of the day, if you like it, until you find one that is legit, be happy with the one you have.
Yes. Do I have blems and ones that I know are not, but until I find the one that is, yeah, I'll keep it.
Chris Dye says, how many pin traders bring tools to help them trading while in the parks? Honestly, I don't know anyone.
Mm-mm.
I don't know anyone. I know
No.
that most of us, we pin trade for what we like, and if we find out it's not legit, then we just keep it until we find one that is legit. Jesse said she sent you a picture on IG of a pin she's gonna give you,
Jesse, you're awesome.
and you can take Mike's comment down.
Thanks.
That'll be cool to find that for him. You're welcome.
Oh, yeah, Christina. That's why. We want that. You know. Well, if you're gonna give that to me, Jess, I'm gonna take it. But you don't have to. You don't have to. It's.
You guys want to see some cool castle pins? Let me go. I'll be right back, Baker.
Oh yeah. All right, so
Huh?
yeah, that's fine. All right, check this guy out.
She knows where they're at.
It's legit.
Legit.
Too legit. Too legit to quit. And when you take the backing off.
I'm over here yelling. Sorry, guys. I forgot
okay.
to hit mute.
So here's a good point. We talked about these little raised points that'll hold the pin either to your lanyard or to your shirt you're wearing once you push the Mickey back on, okay? Whatever material it's going to hang on to. This one only has one. And the reason it only has one is look where it is. It's on Figment's head. There wasn't room over here for another one, so they just put one. But it's definitely a legit pin. And it's a hidden Mickey. We have a hidden Mickey right there. Now, this is interesting. And oh, by the way, I am a baker, and Winnie the Pooh will tell you so, because he's got a baker's hat on that one. And this is an old pin. Now, what you don't see, let's go right there. Again, you don't have two. This is an early pin. There's only one. And this is a cast lanyard series. Oh, I can do that. That was smart. Cast lanyard series. And the year on that pin is 2005.
All right, guys. So I couldn't get the castles with our reorganizing and stuff. They were put away. But you guys talk about tools. Here's a tool you can take if you're in the pin trading a lot. You can get one of these. This one's a Pinfolio. There's also Kraken books, but you open it up and you have pins and more pins.
Now, have Arlene and I, and you can tell everybody, have we traded together yet?
Yeah.
No.
That's
not
how you
like
met.
that.
What do you mean?
Yeah, but you haven't showed me that book.
Oh, no.
No. I'm looking forward to that day.
This is our pin trading book. What I was trying to get is, so on the front of this board, I have a board, like this one's our up one, but I have a board with different pins on it for each park that we go to when we're pin trading. Because pin trading really hasn't been around, and yeah, there's pin trading now, but it's not the same. I want to pin trade with it directly with, like, I'm gonna give you guys a tip. Best cast members to trade with, the janitors. The ones that are pushing the big custodians, the ones that are pushing the big garbage cans, stop them. No one ever stops them, and they always got nice hidden Mickeys on their lanyards. So I hope that comes back. but I have a different board for each part.
So, in the realm of the community that I like to trade pins with, and you two friends, here's another one. Oh, is that 2020? Oh, wait a second. Wait.
What y'all know about that?
Now that pin probably sold for no, that pin sold on a lanyard series,
Nope.
right?
This is a
Was that
blind box.
single?
This is from a blind
$8.99.
box set.
It was a what? Blind box set
Mm-hmm.
for, but they were $9.99 then.
No, the blind boxes were $15.99.
No, that was by one.
No, I know. When we bought this, it was $15.99. Buy one get one free.
And there's somebody that wants to ask you if they can have that.
No.
Hey, Chris.
Hey,
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 everybody. Dad built.
For the right price, you can. I mean, everything has a price.
So I had to come on and put in my 2 cents about the if you find it and it's a scrapper situation. If it's a scrapper and you like the pen, keep the pen. I've
Okay.
got 2 or 3 in my collection that I know for a fact.
No.
I've got 2 or 3 in my collection that I know for a fact Disney did not make these pens. And they're of characters that they rarely make pens of, and I like the pens. I keep the pens. Now, I'm not going to go trade those in the park, of course, but I like the pen. So
No, I mean,
that's
exactly. But if you find the real one, you keep the real one. You get rid of the other
yeah,
one.
yeah. One of them is of Zero, the dog from Nightmare Before Christmas. So yeah, I'm keeping the pen. Hey, everybody in chat.
Everybody say hello to Dad built. How long have you been collecting pins, VP? How long have you been collecting pins, Chris?
We've been collecting. I mean, we started collecting hardcore just in like 2019. Honestly, we collected some for the kids before that, but we really got into it when we could got into the mystery boxes and all that in 2019.
Yeah,
Chris?
the last trip I went on with the kids is when we kind of started into it just for fun. That was probably 2015 or so, and we just did it in the park on that trip. So I didn't know much about it coming home and started digging into it. I probably really started collecting 2019, 2018. So,
All right, so talk about that pin, VP. I'm making you big.
All right, so this is one of those Hidden Mickey series. The Hidden Mickey is down here in the corner. So this was one that was all the pins in this particular Hidden Mickey series were castles, but the inside was a different theme. So like this one is fireworks. So you remember earlier Chris mentioned, and actually I can show you another one from a different series. So like this one's Hidden Mickey Rafiki, right? So this one on the back, like Chris said for the other one, this one right here, even though it's blurry, says 4 out of 5. Well, they do make these that don't have a number on them. This one on the back, instead of saying 4 out of 5 or 1 out of 5, this is a chaser. Sometimes they're called completers in the older series, but the newer series, they call them chasers. So these are the harder ones to get to complete that series. Here's another example of like this one is number 2 of 5 in that set. And you'd be surprised because not everybody can get these. So there's people who will buy your pins. So these pins, maybe they go for $5, $10, $15. Chasers. At one point, this pin right here was selling for $50.
Show me that pin again. Okay,
Hidden Mickey
Okay.
Castle with fireworks.
I have that, but not in front of me. I happened to be at the park the week those came out. And I think I got all but one. Now, when you showed that, I looked for that.
There's a series that I love, guys. Here, I'm going to show you real quick. Do I have? Yep, here's one. Check this out.
Trash cans.
This is a trash can.
Oh, that's awesome.
I don't have a pin back right now. Maybe
That's a mini one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is
Was that from the Tiny Kingdom collection?
Thank you, Chris.
So I'm gonna put the pin back on so you guys can get an idea.
Of how tiny it is.
Look at that.
Yeah.
So this is from the Tiny Kingdom series. So these are cool. I have a bunch of these. I love the Tiny Kingdom series. I did stop buying them. I stopped buying a lot of pins when Disney jacked up the prices. The most recent ones I bought was this set, and that's because it's the 50th. I might buy series 2 so we can try to get Arlene Miguel from Coco, but I can't justify paying what Disney wants for pins anymore.
I can't not buy pins. I'm sorry. I'm an addict.
At least you're
Being honest. Being honest.
Yeah.
I mean, there are so many different sets. Isn't that right, Chris? Not just sold at Disney.
Yeah. There are. And there's different classifications and there's different everything.
You want to see my most expensive pin?
Sure.
Beer.
This
Why
pin
would you
cost
say
me.
that's your most expensive.
It cost me. It cost me $20,000.
And tell them why.
Which one? Oh, I don't know where that's at.
Because it's BBC.
The past week or two while I was sick, I've been working on reboarding all of my pins.
Okay.
So I had so many, all the ones from that last trip in November, I had not put on boards yet. So had to go through and pull all of those. And
yeah, because he was wearing the hat the other night. I'm glad you're feeling better.
Yes.
This is my second most expensive pin.
the VIP tour.
That's the one you said you were going to give me.
No, I didn't.
No. Oh, I must have dropped that. All right. So, while
This one is one of my favorites.
That big Chernabog. That's cool.
Big Chernabog.
Is
That's
that
cool.
one from Pulse or whatever?
No, that's actually a Disney one.
Oh,
I have a Chernabog, his wings come out.
Yeah. And in these, I love this series. These are the cast member exclusive pins.
yeah.
They're all in the shape of cast member badges, but they've done these for a lot of different movies.
Speaking of that,
I got a friend that gave me some of those.
what movie is this from?
Bed Knobs Broomsticks?
Nope. Coco.
Yeah, that's right.
Coco.
Coco.
All right. So I have one.
We have 4 of them.
Oh, Woody. So where's this one from?
Isn't that supposed to be Luke? I don't know. That's a fake one.
Is it?
Yeah. You can tell because it has dips.
It looks like the enamel's a little off. On it.
Christina, that's the other telltale. The enamel will
Yeah.
have dips in it.
It says something junior.
But I'm pretty sure that one's a fake. The only reason I say that, Chris, is because that one is all over the place.
Yeah.
All over the place.
Oh, okay. Well, let's go into detail on this. This is here. Check this out. All right. So you're right. So here we go, guys. So
You can take her comment down so you have more room.
thank you.
Chris died.
Welcome back.
A bunch of us need pins, Disney Pins Anonymous.
Got that right. All right. Again, I don't know. You guys thought this was loot. So the back looks legit. It's got the 2 sticky pins here. It says the Conal Jr. It doesn't make much sense. But when you look at this pin from an angle and you rub it, the metal,
and the light you can hold it, you can see the enamel kind of ripples up at the edges.
Yes. It's rip. There it is. There you go. See that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's rippled. You can feel that ripple. That's a scrapper. So that will be retraded. This was one of the pins that goes with that series.
Yep.
Cool.
That VP was showing us. And this is number 4 of 5.
You know what I just noticed about these?
What's that?
These actually have the character name on the back.
Some of them, yeah, those do.
So this one's Hector.
Mm-hmm.
And it says Disney Theme Parks Cast Exclusive.
Yep. You can only get those at like Cast Connections.
Disney Theme Park Cast Exclusive. The Coronel Jr. I don't know what that means. This bad.
I love and have several Disneyland Paris pins. This is one of my favorites. Disneyland Paris has some great pins.
Yeah, they do have some good pins.
That's so cool.
Annie,
coming up as good.
Annie, it's shaped as a cast member name tag, and so it's supposed to be a character. So like the ones I was showing you is the characters from Coco. Something else that Disney started to do, like how Chris is showing you the Hidden Mickey series, they started to do a Hidden Disney series.
And Hidden Star Wars.
Well, those are part of the Hidden Disney.
Okay.
Like this. So this one is from Avengers. And instead of having a hidden Mickey on it, it has the A for Adventures. Another one from the Hidden Disney, as Chris was saying, Star Wars. This one has droids. And then the symbol here is the it's the droid symbol. I forget what it's called. What's it, Chris? Do you remember what it's called?
Which one is it?
The droid symbol. It's not the Rebels. It's not the Imperial. It's
the Droid Depot.
No, it's that octagon symbol. I forget. I forget what it's called. But this one, folks, this one is the chaser for the Star Wars set.
I had one of those Star Wars ones.
I was happy when I got this one. Whoops, a daisy.
And there are chasers that are metal, like that. Well, hold on.
That, yep.
That's a completer.
That's a
Okay,
completer.
sir.
Yep.
Yeah. There's his
I-
Mickey on it.
I have that whole Maui Moana set. I like it.
This is what VP was talking about.
Or Mylene does. Sorry, guys.
So that's one of the new of the series, and that's it's a little A for adventures. I'm sorry, not adventures. um, what's the word I'm thinking of?
Avengers.
Thank you, Avengers. But who is this?
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel. VP, does Arlene and you have this one?
We do not. I don't think we have that one. Babe, you see your phone?
Yeah.
Do we don't have that, right?
Let me see.
Oh yes, we do. She's right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, was that the mystery box thing? Was that from the mystery box?
I don't remember.
That's-
Do you remember where you got that, Baker?
I traded for it.
I think it's the mystery box one.
There's another one of my figments. Going to the minis. What VP was saying earlier. No, I mean these pins are so tiny.
Is that one's from Tiny Kingdom?
Yes.
I love Tiny Kingdom.
Baker,
That's how small that is.
did you get one of these?
I did not.
And then you open it up, and it's the circuitry on the inside, as well as a mirror. So this
That's smart.
series came out in 2022. They came out with BB-8 and R2. It's a limited edition of 500. I was
Yep.
able to. I had them both in my cart because they almost sold out instantly. I had them both in my cart, and I only got the BB-8, and they were gone.
Hey Jill, welcome aboard.
My for my birthday, Chris. That was my birthday, right, Mylene? My birthday and Father's Day, because my birthday and Father's Day are close. Sometimes it's the same day. She gave me the BB-8 and the R2D2.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, she also gave me a May the 4th be with you. She gave me 4 or 5 jumbos that day.
Yeah.
Now this will show you this is again the mini series. That's
It's focusing on the other stuff, Baker.
oh sorry. Get all this stuff out of the way. I know how to fix this.
Oh dang, time's a ticket. I'm gonna head out about 12:30.
Okay. So there's a Mickey. These are 2 surfboards. And this is the pin back.
That's cool.
Yeah. Now you thought that was small?
What up, Jen from FPE?
Hey, June.
Hey Jen, what's happening? Welcome. That's small.
Yeah.
Tiny Kingdom pins. Welcome in, Jen.
This is the first pin I ever bought when me and my kids started collecting. Not a limited edition or anything.
But that's a cool pin.
That's
That
what
is a
started
cool-
it all.
It drew you in. So that was your first pin. What was your first pin?
I don't know what my first pin was, but this is my first custom pin board.
Nice.
Arlene painted this for me.
I like
I remember when you debuted that.
So here's the BB-8 that
Chris had.
Chris was
Yep.
just sharing. This is the R2D2 that goes to that set.
Yep.
She also gave me this May the 4th be with you droids.
Mm-hmm.
She gave me this Rebel one, which is pin on pin. And I just realized I have the Star Wars ones here, but I don't have that completer on here. This set here, these that have like the
Those are cool.
outline. I was telling you guys I have boards for different parks. Well, in that set there are chaser pins, and they're limited to 250, I believe. And there's four of them. One of them is Princess. One is Leia. One is Han Solo. I forget what the other two are, but they're chrome. Like these are colored and have black enamel, black and white. They're just solid chrome. They're dope. I wish I could show you guys, but we realized that those boards are packed away. That's how much we stopped pin trading.
Well, going back to different pins, we were talking about pins that don't have as much detail on the backs. These are two pins. Now, what's different about these two pins is this waffle back. Now, it's not a Mickey waffle back, but it is. It's different. This pin is from Paris, and this is 2002. And this pin is from 2004. Now, if you notice on this pin, it only has one of the little pointy things, and this one has two. And again, I think it was just placement. Maybe they didn't know where the stamp was going to go at the point, but they're both legit. I mean, but if look in 2 years how more detailed they got. And Peter's he looks like he's flying around. He's having a good time. This pin I bought this year, and I bought this from the auction on Give Kids the World.
Oh, that's cool.
It's then and now, and when you turn it around, it's Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger. And then you look at the back, and it says 2010. And it's limited edition to 1,000.
Oh, that's cool.
And that was my first auction pin from Give Kids the World. This pin was my very first pin. My first pin trade, which was in Hollywood Studios.
That's cool.
Under the Sorcerer hat. The cool part about this pin is when you open it.
Good night, Dave.
Good night, Dave. Thanks for stopping in. It's Goofy. This is a light, and this is the light sensor. So in a sensor, when you close it, it has an area in the back for batteries. It has two little screws. So you take this off, put the batteries in it. When it closes, I'm guessing when it's closed or it opens. I'm not sure which way it is. Does the light come on or off? So I've never had batteries in it. But when you open it, if you look at the base, I've lost two of the little panels that were in here. So that's when I noticed I lost those, I took it off. And this is from 2002.
Cool.
Yep.
That's a cool.
And this is a pin for I'll show from this way. This is one of the pin frames I made. It's just a little picture frame. I opened it up. This has I have a three level how I make my pin boards. I use different components, and I'll show you how that on my channel later. But I made this one up specifically for this pin. Now, when you're trading pins, I'm going to go back to this other view. When you're taking care of pins, just like anything else, I want you to watch something. See that?
Mm.
See that moving? Okay. Now, I'm sure if I take these two screws out and take this off, this is just pushed through there. You know, it may be one time may have been soldered, but over the years, me moving it on and off, it got loose. So I'm really, really careful when I put this back on here.
Chat and fellas, I'm gonna call it a night. I gotta get up early for work tomorrow.
Thanks,
Yeah.
BP.
Thank
Thanks
you all.
for stopping in.
Hey, thank you for having me.
We appreciate you. You're welcome.
Appreciate you guys.
Anytime.
Had fun
Anytime.
talking about pins like always. And everyone in chat, I will see you all later. Chris and Chris, have a great
Take
night.
care,
I will
sir.
see you guys later.
Good night, BP. So the other part now, everybody. I meant to show that to BP. Look at that.
Venom.
Are you more a collector of a certain style? Is it Star Wars? Is it Avengers? Is it Disney, Chris?
So, no.
No.
Most of my collection is Disney, but I've discovered I have a rather healthy collection of Marvel growing as well. You brushed on them a moment ago, Baker. I've got some Pulse Gallery pins if you would like
Yeah.
me to
Sure.
show those.
Yes.
So
So talk about that a little bit, if you would.
So the Pulse Gallery is the main outlet for Artland pins. Artland is licensed by Disney to do pins. They typically are considered more like pieces of art than just regular pins. You could trade these in the park. You wouldn't want to trade these in the park. But they are fully licensed. Usually highly limited edition runs. And you can purchase them both the regular numbered edition and the artist proof, printer proof version. Sometimes they'll even sell a signed one. It's rare, but every once in a while they will, by the artist. This one is the Little Mermaid.
Wow, that's a big pen.
Yes, these are large
that's
pins.
nice.
The color inlay in these is amazing. So this is from the Gothic series that they did. All the princesses kind of in a sleeping state. There's that one. I've got Belle as well in that one.
Wow. And they're limited to how many?
I believe these were limited to 200. And I think I got artist proof on Ariel on those. This is one of my favorite pins just because of the coloration of it, and it's one of my favorite characters. So this is Jasmine and Abu.
That's a cute pen.
And the
I like the way they
colors in
curl
her
her hair at the
hair.
bottom.
Yeah. Wish it would focus a little bit better, but yeah.
Artland pins are larger and they are beautiful.
They are larger pins. They're typically at least 3 inches in size.
And Jill ordered the Maleficent.
This is the Rapunzel in that same series.
That's pretty detailed. Look at that.
Yeah. So,
but the price point is definitely different.
The price point is very different. So Artland pins typically will go from $45 up to over $250, depending on the pen, the size, the edition number. You could take me back off there, Baker.
But you have, thanks. But what we were talking about the one night, there's one, two, was there 3 different types of one pin?
Yes.
There was a proof set. What
There
were
was
the
a
other
proof. There's the, so you'll have the proof.
two? An
You'll
artist
have the
proof,
numbered
correct?
edition. And then some of them they'll actually do in color variation. So you can get some of them like the poster series here. If can you share a screen, Baker?
I don't know. How do I do that? Oh, there we go. Yeah, thanks, Chris.
Yeah. So this one is the Aladdin poster
I saw those.
pen. So this one initially you could get in either gold or silver, and then you could get the AP, the artist proof, or the regular numbered edition. These are larger pens. This one's about 6 inches by 3 inches, so these are huge. The artist proof on this one is $145. The regular numbered version is $112, and these are still only limited to 150 pens.
150. Now, what's that was crossed out? What did it say? Not gold?
Number 3 gold. So there was a regular gold, and then there was a shinier gold.
Okay.
More like a 24 karat.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
So this one you could do 2-tone.
I like the 2-tone. Oh, look at the castle at the top.
Yeah. And there's a genie. There's Jafar's snake form. There's Cave of Wonders down here at the bottom.
And the lamp is
And
the
the lamp.
bottom. Nice.
There's Princess and the Frog one. The Aristocats.
So clearly these are manufactured and made for people that love collecting. Now, won't go to say they won't go to an event where they're trading pins,
Mhm.
and they may find someone that would be interested, but being that at that cost, you definitely want to trade up.
Right. Or at least trade for the same value.
Sure.
I was trying to find, there was one on here. Here we go, the Chernobog. This pen is $251. You can get it in gold or silver. It's a boxed edition. It comes with a little print of Chernobog as well, and then the pen. These are really expensive. There's your print. There's the pen itself.
There's the pen.
The pen is 5.5 inches by 3.25 inches. These were limited editions of only 50.
But then left is one is gold numbered, right?
Right. And they do a lot of stained glass. So like with I don't know if they'll show on Rapunzel or not. Go to Bell was there we go. So this is their bell, and it's stained glass behind bell.
That's pretty. Seems like I have might be Prince Eric with stained glass behind him.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not.
Disney will do them sometimes. Artland does a lot with stained glass on theirs. Put a little bit of everything. This one is one of my favorites, and I haven't ordered it yet, but I'm dying to. Nobody really likes this pen, but I love it because this is not a pen that Disney would put out.
Mm-mm.
But that zombie Mickey. And there's just something about that I find really cool.
He's scary. There's no doubt. He's definitely scary. But I think when we talked once before, you had said you started going heavier in the pins the past what 2 3 years
2 3 years, yeah.
when COVID.
The one other type of pen that I would bring up, Baker, is what you call fantasy pens. And they're pens that people will make. Of course, they're not licensed by Disney or anything. But some of them, it's kind of fun to see people's artistic abilities in them. I have a couple of fantasy pens. This one is one that came out during the pandemic that a friend made. This is the Little Mermaid and Sebastian with masks on.
With masks on. I saw a couple of those that came out like that.
Yeah. Just something kind of fun to commemorate
Sure.
the weird time. So.
Well, some of the ones that I was pulling up, they have pins for rides. They have pins for events, Easter, all the movies, and they also have them for their resorts. And I like to collect resort pins. Grand Floridian here, Caribbean Beach, Vero Beach, over at Saratoga Springs one year. They had these in the gift shop, but you could only trade. So what I did was went there like 3 times a day, and I think I got 4 or 5 of them. Those were awesome. I wonder if that was the pin he was speaking of earlier. I don't think so. That's a Jack pin. But this is an interesting pin. This is an old All-Star Resort. And look, there's nothing.
Yeah.
And then you have Tramp. And again, early pin.
Yep.
So it's what you like. Now, what I want to go to now, I might just.
I may have to tap out, Baker. I got an early morning as well.
Well, I appreciate you coming in, Chris. Everybody say good night to Chris. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you.
Sorry,
and we're glad you're feeling much better.
Yeah.
Well, thanks. We'll see you in chat.
Yeah, we'll do it again sometime.
Okay, I'd love that. Thanks, Chris.
Good night.
Yeah, good
night, everybody.
Funkos. There we go. Stacy says. Is it Target exclusive? Oh, Stacy, it might be something I'll look at too. Ian B. All right, so part of my channel is going to be, of course, talking about Disney pins, and I'm just going to set this on the side because I want to send you. I want to show you. I'm going to be showing people how to make Disney pin frames. Now, I've got probably 5 of them right behind me, and they were all packed up for my move. Let's see if I can do this here. Oh, I'm upside down. Woo. We'll do it this way. just. Hi, everybody. So, oh, nope, that won't work either. Wow. It's not going to play nice. I show you all my tricks. So getting back to this, I packed all my frames up when we moved, and I haven't unearthed any of them. Today's day one of unearthing my pen frames. And the reason being is because I promised my wife that I would get all the things she wanted done first. And yeah, I've done. So this pin frame, I'm going to go ahead and turn off my headset because it's driving me crazy. Why do I hear myself? All right, so this pin frame I picked up at a yard sale. This picture frame I picked up at a yard sale. And it has like a crushed red velvet on the back. Or at one point, I think it was red velvet. And the name of the company is from the 50s, 1950s. And it looks like it says Aurora, maybe Van Gogh wood. And I can't make out where it was from. But when I got it, it was a gold color. And I wanted to clean it up, take the old paint off, and repaint it. But when I did, I had this steamer, and I was steaming, trying to loosen up the paint to get in all the crevices and get all the paint out. And as I was chipping it away, I noticed it was like gold flakes. So I stopped. I took it across the street to my father-in-law, and I said, "Why is this doing this?" And he looked at me and goes, "What are you doing? How are you getting it off?" I said, "Well, I'm using a steamer." And he goes, "Well, stop." He goes, "That's gold flake." So I left it on. And this is a resin. This is a resin frame. It's not wood. It's a plastic resin. And again, I took the glass out of it. I made my own backing. Again, I use 3 components to make my backing, and I'll share that when I start making my pin frames. And this is like a lot of my special Mickey ones. And of course, we have Walt in the middle. And the nice thing about this is it can sit right up on a table. It's got that little stand on the back of it. All right, so let's look at this frame. So this frame I made, and I was playing around. Oh, look at that. That's going to slide right up there. I was playing around with some old paints that I used to paint some stuff in my house. And some of the pins got turned here. So let me fix them. And I started doing sponge paint. And if you've ever done layered sponge paint in a room, it looks pretty cool. And then I was like, well, I don't know what I want to put on this. So I just threw a bunch of pins on it one day. These pins have no rhyme or reason, but most of these pins are from the festivals, Festival of the Arts or the Flower Garden Festival, Dance to the Music Festival, Food and Wine. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to put these on here. But I like the way after I got the pins on there, I was like, you know what I should do? I should just make this like a haunted mansion. Because if you look at the colors of the sponge paint, now I sponge painted that. It's just different layers of different colors I used, and it looks really cool. And these are some of the pins I have on here. And again, no rhyme or reason to why I put the certain pins on there, but they just turned out really nice. Now, and this one lays this way. You know, could you turn it upside down and put it that way? Sure. But this one, again, I took the glass out, and that's how that one turned out. And again, I don't blame Arlene and VP for my habit. I thank them for my habit. It's I really enjoy doing this. So thanks, Jess. Annie goes, whoa. Oh, good. That's okay, Stacy. Oh, your daughter's a baker also, Jill. That's fantastic. Yeah, that's I agree. You know, having I don't have any artistic background other than being a baker, which I'm an artisan. Am I an artisan? Yes. Am I a bread artisan? Yes. Can I make artisan breads? Yes, no doubt. So I guess that puts me in that category. I never thought of myself as an artist, but have artistic capabilities, I guess you would say. And if you can see how I'm just opening this up, but and I'm going to share something in a second, and this is going to blow you all away. After I open this up, I'll show you this one because I just remembered there's somebody I wanted to give a shout out to. Now, if he's that was a bit. If the gentleman's listening, his name's Michael, and then we'll go into a little bit more detail about that in a second. So, Michael, I hope you're listening. And I met Michael now I did have a pin hit the floor. You all did hear correctly, and I don't want to roll over it. Ooh, good. Glad I didn't roll over that one. It's one of my Peter Pan pins. It's Peter Pan and Wendy and I forget who all's on the clock there. So anyway, I'm going to show you this one. So this frame I bought at a Goodwill. It was a picture frame. And I liked it because it had detail. She works. All right. Oh, let me put that up there. Let me put that up there, Jill. Jill's talking about her daughter's a baker. That's cool. That's hard work. She's busy. She's really busy. Yeah, Annie. Everybody's like, uh-oh. Okay, Jess, thank you, dear. I appreciate you. Oh, well, be careful, please. I hear you. So, well, if you need any help, just call my son. He'll dig you out. And Jess, I'm gonna touch base with you probably Wednesday. It's my next day off. I want to talk about some stuff. So thank you, and thanks for being here. All right, and so the reason I like this is if you look at those little swells on the edge of that frame, see how it's raised out? I liked it because as soon as I looked at it, I'm like, I know what I want to do with this. So I literally got on a pair of magnifying glasses that I use, and I got out. I went and bought literally gold flake paint and 3 of the smallest paintbrushes I could find, and I painted each of those tiny little swells, and then every tiny little dot, and then I made the backing. And these pins I put on here because most of them are either park pins. Most of these are park pins and or ride pins. And I'm going to have to turn it because I'm getting out of my own shot here. And I should turn this around and use the other side. I think that would work. I think I'd probably get a better shot. You guys would have to tell me. No, there we go. Because I don't want to get the shots too messed up. Let me see if I can get it level here. I'm just going to play around with it. See, I don't have it Velcroed to anything, so I'll have to just use my monitor to see what I'm showing you guys. There we go. Oh, that's much better. I'm going to turn it just a bit. Am I planning on hanging your pin? Yes. Yes, there's no doubt. The room I'm currently in, Jill, is my room now. This is when we moved to Florida. That's what we talked about. We talked. No, you know what? Yeah, see, that's not working out so well. Turn that back around. When we were looking for a home, we definitely decided that we wanted a house that was going to have an extra room in it. Of course, you know, for my not just my pin collection, but because I wanted to make a YouTube studio. And that's, you know, that's what I've done. So I'm going to set this one over here. I will open this one. So let me show you guys something. And I want to, you know, some people ask me sometimes, they say, you know, are you sure, you know, you want to tell people where you work? Sure. You know, I work at Walt Disney World, and I love making magic. And I was working the other day, and a guest came in, and he had his lanyard on with his pins on it. And I was working a register, and I started. I greeted him and said hello and everything. And his wife spoke better English than he did because he was from France. Am I frozen? Uh-oh. No, I'm not frozen. Silly me. I'm looking up at my screen here. Oh, duh. Sorry. And we started talking about his pins. He had some really nice pins, really cool pins. But he had this button, and I'd never seen the button before. And I was like, I looked real close. I was, wow, this is a very cool button. And his wife was talking back and forth. And this was the button. It's a grand celebration from Disneyland Paris. 25 years. And this is super, super cool. It's got everybody on there. And look at Mickey's hat. It's just cool. And I said just that. I'm like, well, that's really cool. And he said something to his wife, and she said something back, and he took it off and he handed it to me. And he said, I want you to have this. And that I heard, he said, I want you to have this. And I was like, I can't take that. He's like, yeah, you can. And he gave it to me. Now it's my job to make magic for the guests, and he made magic for me. and I had some of my own pins in my pocket, and I pulled out a hidden Mickey Donald on, I think it was a bobsled, and I said, here, I want you to have this, and he's like, no, you don't have to do that, and his wife's interpreting for us, and I said, I'll tell you what, I said, that just gave me chills, and she says, hold on a second. And she goes, oh, look. And he was holding up his arm and he had chills. So we both had chills at the same time. And that's making magic. And that's why I love doing what I do. So, but anyhow. And that's what I think pins are great. I think the pins are the great a way for people to start conversations. Where do you live? Where are you from? Because cast members always wear, we always wear our cast member. This is my first pin. It's I don't know if you can see that. It's one of my first pins. It says Chris from Annapolis, Maryland, and I also have one that says Chris from Orlando, Florida, because before they made mine from Annapolis, Maryland, I had to wear one that said Chris from Orlando, but I don't live in Orlando, but that's fine. But yeah, I wanted to share that. So Michael and his family, if you're checking this out and you're here for the first time, thank you. You know how much that meant to me, and I'm glad the pin I gave you meant a lot to you. And thanks for being an amazing guest, and I appreciate you. And I hope to talk with you soon. So that's that. Yeah, I that's the first one I've ever seen, Jill. I was, yeah, it was. Good night, Annie. Everybody say good night, Annie. Thanks for dropping in. I appreciate you. He was like, oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm still here. I have to work. I have to work tomorrow or make magic tomorrow. But I think sleep's overrated. That's why I wanted to go late night. I think people really like pin trading. I think they really enjoy it. So, if you all, if you know of, the people that really push me, Pete McDivitt is one of them. Pete goes, Baker, he goes, you really like your pins. He said, you need to start showing your pins. So I'm like, all right, fine. So I wanted to get some pins out, and Chris and VP, they like pins. So this is another pin board that I made, again with the detail on the edge. Let's see if I get that little like rope detail. You can see from the side it's raised. I did the same thing. I got my magnifying lenses on and I painted it, and it looks like a gold rope all the way around it. I agree with you, Stacy. So Jill says, pins don't take up much space. They can be stored in binders, which makes them easier to collect. Oh, there's no doubt. Oh, definitely. Lounge flies. Come on. You've seen some of the lounge flies walls, with my fellow YouTubers. They have, and figurines. I got all that. This wall that you don't see, the wall behind you is just one of my bureaus. But this wall to my left, it's a 12 or 14 feet. I think it's 14 feet. And I have 10-foot ceilings. This whole wall will be shelving. I'm gonna have shelving either made, or I'm gonna buy it and fix it myself to where the shelves actually have where the holes are on one side, and you can put the pins and move the pins to adjust your shelf. I'm gonna have holes on both sides, so the next shelf over, I can offset them in case I have something big. But this whole wall to my left is going to be nothing but Disney stuff. This whole wall here will, other than a TV that I'm going to probably put in the middle of it, it will house all my pin frames. And I've got a couple. There's a couple pins that are on here. my Star Tours pin, my Jungle Cruise pin, Rock and Roller Coaster, my Pandora pin, Rise of Resistance. So yeah, it's again, I make the frames. There you go. I gotcha. Is it? Oh, Funkos. Oh my gosh. Right. I have a couple Funkos. I don't have too many, but I have a bunch. Oh, I would definitely. So one of the other things, Jill, that I wanted to do, and I didn't think of it yesterday, or the day before yesterday, was let me set this down. I wanted to set up my GoPro and do time lapse, and I want to do time lapse on my GoPro, and that way, my wheels are stuck. And that way I could edit it and then show everybody how long it took. So bubble wrap is your friend. I think we bought like 7 or 8 rolls of bubble wrap when we moved. And that's another thing. I took so much video with my GoPro during the move, and I haven't edited any of that yet. I'm gonna edit. I'll edit all that. So what I'm showing you now is a behind the scenes look at one of the old. This is an old pin frame. So this was not a frame, picture frame. This was actually a mirror. And if you look at the detail, this one was painted gold, and I didn't like the way the gold looked. I thought it looked too dark. So then I cleaned it all up, and then I painted it silver. And this is the one, and I put all Halloween stuff on here because I just thought it was a nice Halloween one. I have 3 boxes already of used bubble wrap, Jill. You're right. So this is my Halloween. And again, you see that they're spaced out. And I don't mean spaced out as whoa, spaced out. I mean, they're spaced out because I have a lot more. I do have a lot more Halloween pins. Here I go with the I have a lot more Halloween pins, but they're actually on a lanyard. I have a Halloween lanyard made up for myself, and I have a lanyard made up for my wife for Halloween. So when we go to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, if you can see some of those, let me make this. Let me make this big, and then we'll go from here. And that bottom one of Ursula is pin on pin. And some of these are newer ones, and some of these are older ones. But that's my Halloween one. Now, again, thanks. I want to thank everybody for coming in and staying. Some people can't stay, and I get that. I do have to work tomorrow, but like I said, I'll sleep later. All right, diving into my box here. I don't know what I'll find in some of these boxes. These are pictures. Oh, here we go. Yeah, when I do edit that moving, video, I will tell you, a lot of truth is going to come out in that video about moving, because we were in our house for 23 years, and then we packed it all up when we moved here. The only thing I can say is don't bring everything. If you don't need it, don't bring everything. I collected way too much stuff in 23 years. This, I don't purchase too many things off of eBay, but when I find something and I really like it, I'll make an effort to try to get something. I got this. Well, let's do it on this one. The glare is not as bad. Let me switch my camera over, guys. Nope. Go back to the other camera. Boom. All right. So this is one of my faves. And again, I'm using the camera on my laptop, so you're going to get a little bit of a glare. So this is Walt, and he's in his office, and he has a letter on his desk. So what they did is they put some pins. Got Pluto on his shoulder, Minnie, Goofy, Donald looking at the lamp, and of course Mickey. The reason I got this is there's a certificate of verification. It's an open edition, but I haven't seen another one yet. It doesn't have a date of purchase, but it does have a gold stamp right there. And the gold stamp says Disney Pin Trading around the world. Now that was what all those used to say. So again, I don't know how many of these has anyone seen out there. I know there's still some on eBay, and I got this one from a really, really, really nice person who actually waived the shipping fee when she found out how much of a Disney pin collector I was. There are things that you can collect that don't cost anything, that you can actually get free at Disney. And you're gonna say, what? Disney gives things away for free? Sure. They gave me this. After the Riviera opened at the DVC, we were staying at Saratoga Springs. We were getting ready to leave to go home. And the cast member at the DVC desk gave that to us. And I came home and I put it in a frame. Just a regular old picture frame. And they gave me that for free. And I think that's awesome. I've got three different kinds from the Riviera that are like that. And again, all this stuff goes up on my pin wall. This I got from a woman in my neighborhood who was cleaning out her attic. And she was a Disney Vacation Club member. And she was at Old Key West. And she had posted this on Facebook. And I went over to her house and I bought it. And it's canvas on a wooden frame. And I think it's awesome. I like it how Mickey is holding the key. And it was 15. The sign says, making vacation dreams come true. So it was the 15th anniversary for Disney Vacation Club. And it's actually all their villas. Saratoga Springs, Hilton Head, Wilderness Lodge, Boardwalk, Beach Club Villas, Vero Beach, Old Key West. So I like that. And that'll decorate my wall too. That doesn't have to have any pins on it. But what I could do with this, now that I'm thinking of it, you know what? I'm going to save it. I'm going to surprise you all. And we'll make it one night. We'll make it together. As I go through and I start showing people and teaching people my collection, I will tell you, we're going to get into some amazing, that's a picture, amazing ways to make pin frames. this one? That pin frame? Oh yeah, I have this one. And then we'll get. I'll tell you what to get. I'll explain to you how to use it, where to get the components. You're definitely gonna have to buy some stuff, but some stuff you get for making pin boards. Some stuff that you use is you'll be able to get it for free. And that's the other thing. With anything else, you're already paying a lot of money for the items that you pin trade for. You don't want to put too much out, but you look at somebody that buys lounge flies. Okay, so your average lounge fly is $45-50. And then you have to store it and you have to put it somewhere, and there's a cost to that. Well, there's a cost to a lot of stuff. So what we're going to do is I've through my pin frame making, I found ways where you can get some free materials to use. All right, so this one I bought, and I have two of these. The person that sold me this for $10. And you all may have seen it before, but it does have some oversized pins on it. Of course, you have Cinderella, you have Mickey, you have a huge Pluto, and what else? What other ones stand out? So here, I'll point them out. So you have a huge Pluto, Cinderella, Mickey, and Tinkerbell, and it's on a print. So that's one of my cool ones. The two big ones behind me. This big one that is currently behind me, I'm going to go ahead and take the handheld camera, and we're going to go on a road trip here. Get my mouse free. Let me catch up with chat. Oh, thanks, Stacy. Yes, that's one of my favorites. I used to have Bishop Walt Disney bought an Emporium back in 1988. It's a picture of Walt's head with all the classic characters around him. I love that poster. Stacy, I hope you can find it. And it's, things like that. It's, well, where do I put it? Where did I move it? Did I sell it? Did I give it away? Oh yeah, $10. It's, again, not everybody is looking to make, a lot of money on some of their Disney stuff. I've driven to Washington, D.C. when I lived in Maryland. I've driven to Virginia to buy pins because of the pins. You just meet up with people and you offer them, you make an offer, online. I've done a couple of those before, but, when somebody offered, I'll give you $10. I go, okay, fine. All right, well, I call that treasure. Oh, okay, Katie. Good night. Good night. Thank you again so much. Oh, Katie, are you still here? Hold on a second. Katie, are you still here? Did Katie go away, or is she still here? Okay, she's still here. Right, great. Sorry for the delay, guys. All right, so I wanna share something with you guys, and you guys are gonna be the first ones to see this. All right. Is that cool, Katie? Did I share that? Hold on, let me go back. Can I share that, Katie, and put it out there? Are you okay with that? If not, it's cool. Okay, cool. Excellent. All right. So, all righty. This one. All right. You all are going to be the first to see this. Okay, I'm going to share a screen here, and don't share screen. Okay. I'm going to share a screen if I can find it. I hope. I'm going to go back to that one. And then we're going to put that there. Yes. Hey, I'm getting better at this stuff, guys. Thanks for being patient. All right. So I want to show you all something. Oh, poo. It says that Google Chrome won't let me do that. Why not? All right, Katie, well, let me take that out, Katie. So that way when I show this, please be patient with me, guys. All right. I have to go to my security settings for 1 second. So with Google, sometimes if you want to show something, they make you give permission. So that's what we're doing here. We're giving them permission to share. Well, you know what? I'm just going to have to show you on my phone because I can't get this silly thing working, guys. Try one more time. There we go. No. Already gave it. All right, let's go back. Maybe that worked. Let's see. Share screen, share screen, share screen, share screen, share screen. Nope, still won't let me do it. Okay, so I'm going to show you on my phone. So, thanks for being patient, everyone. So I have a brand new logo. Oh, poo. I'll bring it up here different. And you all are going to be the first to see it. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Disney Bakers brand new logo. Seen here first. That's my new logo, y'all. I hope you like it. That's it. That's it. Thank you. And Katie made that for me. Oh, Mike is muted. Why is my mic muted? Oh, y'all can hear me. I don't know why that says my mic's muted. Oh, Arlene, he's like that. Yep, Stacy. Jill. Yeah, everybody loves it. Thank you so much. Stream. Oh, okay. Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. You know I'm like that. Okay, hold on. And I'm gonna come in and self-find. Okay, great. I can do that, and this is how I can do that. So I'm getting a little bit better on undoing this stuff. So I go in here. I go in Graham. So I have I have two producers. I have executive producer, and then I have another producer. And my other producer is Jess. Whether or not with Jessie. And I'm going to send her something. All right. All right, Jessie, here it comes. If I did it right. Boom. There you go, Jess. I sent it to you. I sent it to ye. So anyway, I'm really excited about that because it's like, it's really cool when people can read you and they know, what type of person you are. And I like that. She's got my baker's hat. We got the castle in the background. We got the rolling pin with the DDB burned into it. And then of course we have Disney colors in there. Mickey Mouse colors, the Disney baker. So hats off to one of my, I guess you could call her my designer, my designing producer, and I love it. I absolutely love it, and um, right, exactly, yeah. So that's why I showed that one, Katie. So thank you so much. Did I send that to you, Jess? Oh, so Jessie's in the background and she's working on something to see if she can bring that up. Thank you, Jess. Appreciate you. Thanks, Jonathan. I really love it. Thanks, Jonathan. Yeah, Katie, you're awesome. You're absolutely amazing. And that's what makes all this so great. I love to do it so much. There's so many amazing people out there that just are just fantastic, amazing artists. Things that I can't do, and they can, and I love it. So you saw it here first. If you saw it anywhere else first, let me know, because I know you may have seen it possibly somewhere else, but I'm not going to give up where that was. Because if you didn't, then yay, then you were the first to see it here. All right, so during the pandemic, these pins, I think I got them all. These pins came out. And these pins came out, and they were at Disney stores. What do you think? Jesse, you know my mic is messed up. Did you want me to, if you want, there you go. Jess, you're awesome. Boom. Look at that, guys. Let me make that big. That's we changed it around a little bit. So the lettering now is at the bottom. Jess, I don't think I forwarded you. Here, Jess, let me forward you this one, Jess. I'm sorry. That's my bad. Here, Jess. Sorry. Again, technically challenged, I am. So I just sent Jess the other one. So whether or not with Jessie, guys, she's amazing. Throw her some love. And I'm going to show you this. So if y'all like Toy Story, look. Hold on, let me make myself big. This was a little different. This was an investment. This was definitely an investment. This was during COVID, and I would have to say all but 4 of these pins I bought from a guy that shops in Canada, and he was able to get these for me. I picked up the frame myself. This is a Disney frame, and this pin came with it, the remix. But if y'all like that, you'll know why I have this. So I love that. I think that's cool. The series, oh yeah, Stacy just did right. I spend all my kids' inheritance, well, not all their inheritance, some of them, definitely on that. And I'll be honest with you, wow, we've been going for 2 hours and 25 minutes. I'll be honest with, oh, Jess, thank you so much. Here we go, guys. Let's see. Are you marked? Get set. That's it. That's it, guys. That is the Disney Bakers new logo. I love it. I absolutely love it. I couldn't be more happier. I really couldn't. It's fantastic. So thank you. And you saw it here first. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. You're awesome. Yeah, so let me switch with the camera angle. And so the board's behind me, and I don't think I have anything else to open up or unpack. I don't. Unless I go, hold on. I'm going to stand up and go to the other side of the room. I'm going to move the camera so you can see where I'm going. So nope, I got everything out. Yep, that was everything. So this is cool. I'll show you this. And I'm glad this made it because I was concerned that this wasn't going to make it on the trip. So I don't just collect Disney stuff. We'll get a side view for that. I collect Coca-Cola stuff too. So that's fun. That's fantastic. Great look. Oh, thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. So I collect Coca-Cola stuff, and this is one of my rare finds. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so hard to take it. You see, it's an old. What if I could just point? Oh, there we go. I'll point it to the wall. There you go. And see. Oh, that's a great idea. Point it to the wall. Oh, like that, and then just zoom in. Not on me. Isn't that cool? And this is legit. This is legit. I mean, look at the back. I mean, it's silver. This was painted on here by hand, painted on the glass backwards, and then they silvered the back of it. And it says, whenever ginger, ale, seltzer, or soda is good, Coca-Cola is better. Try it. Sold everywhere in glass or bottle. Delicious 5 cents. Relieves fatigue. The most refreshing drink in the world. So this will go in a frame, and I will definitely. I've got some Coca-Cola pins. He's like, hey, he's got Coca-Cola pins. I have Coca-Cola pins. Yes, I have Coca-Cola pins, and yes, I'll put them in a frame. Oh, bubble wrap. I rolled over bubble wrap and it scared me. We'll do like Arlene does. It didn't work. But anyway, all right. So we're how old is that sign? I don't know. That sign's gotta be old. I'm gonna get out of dual pictures here because it's scary. That sign has to be old. I really don't know. No, it's Jonathan. It's original. It's an original. It's not. It's hand painted. I had a guy at a collector shop look at it, and it's got one part on the right hand side where the silver was like scraped away from the glass, and he took a pair of tweezers and just and pulled a piece of it off. and he of course he works in a area where they would sell really nice antique stuff, and he had a little detector there, and he said, "No, that's silver." He says, "That's pretty old," and it was neat. Yeah, right. I actually I have one other that is a reprint, but I also have Jonathan. I have uh, it's called a sled sign. I have a Coca-Cola sled sign that I'm going to show on one of my future my future shows. But it has to be old, right? And we know what they were putting in there, don't we, Jill? Yes, it's in great condition. I also have I have what they call an A1 bottle opener. When they used to sell the old um, the small Coke bottles in the machines, when the salesman would go out and make the sale for the Coca-Cola machine, this is one where you put your dime in and you open the door and you got to pull a bottle out, and they were all, they needed an opener to open it up, and there was a spot on the machine for the bottle opener. But the owner that bought the machine, they wouldn't give them the salesman would come back and put the bottle opener in the machine and on it, but not until they made final payment on the machine. And I have one. It's called an A1, and it says Coca-Cola, and it's super old. It's a bottle opener. I love it. So that's good stuff. Is he in Daytona, Florida? All right, we're backing up here. Large. Oh, all right. Well, that sounds like a road trip. Um, and then we have some more stuff, right? And then we're gonna go here. The Museum of Arts and Sciences and Daytona Beach. Road trip. Road trip, definitely. I would love that. But I have bottles. Um, I have some. They're called Christmas bottles. If anybody knows what those are, the Coca-Cola Christmas bottles. I have quite a few of those. And the reason they call them Christmas bottles is because the Atlanta guy Richard did a vlog on it. Oh, please, that'd be great. Thank you, Stacy. I appreciate that. Because the bottle's dated December 25th, and that's why they call it a Christmas bottle. I've got a lot of Coca-Cola memorabilia. My father, when I was growing up, my father worked for Coca-Cola. My father was a supervisor mechanic for Coca-Cola in Baltimore, Coca-Cola in Annapolis, Pepsi Baltimore, Pepsi Annapolis, Suburban Baltimore, King's Suburban in Baltimore, and then King Syrup in Baltimore. So yeah. So I appreciate that, Stacy. Yeah, throw that out to me. So I just want to show. I'll show you two more things before I go, because you've all seen, pins and my pin boards and things like that, and a button that I got from somebody. But I also collect other Disney memorabilia, and this is metal, and this is a Bradley, and it says Walt Disney Productions. Now, this is from Bradley, but this was made in Taiwan. This one is a little bit older. And this is a Bayard. And this says Par Auto Restoration Walt Disney. This is a Bayard Mickey, and this was made in France. And this one's going to the clock shop, and we're going to have him reset the spring, because the spring was wound too tight, so it won't do anything. So thank you, Stacy. I appreciate that. Oh, if you're gonna get me to collect those cover Funkos, that's gonna get crazy. So yeah, he's pretty cool. I got this one from my sister. So thank you, Louise. I love you. Well, you know what, guys? Uh, it's been fantastic. Jesse, don't go away. Um, I appreciate you all being here. I appreciate the thumbs up. I appreciate the likes. Um, I I just appreciate everything. Without you guys, there is no me. I mean, I'm here, but nobody would watch me. But I'd probably still do it. At least one person watched. I still do it. I appreciate when you go in chat and you say hi. Sometimes I'm driving and I'll just say, hey, I'm driving home from the castle. That's usually I don't text. I voice text, but I don't do too much unless I'm in a red light or sitting in traffic on I-4. So go figure. But this is the beginning, and I talked about these two back here. This frame here. Let's switch cameras. I forgot to show you guys this. I apologize. All right. So this frame here. This is one of my biggest frames, and it's got some detailed edges on it. Now, if there's a reason why that looks shiny, is because that is gold flake. I cleaned this frame up, and I went and I taught myself how to do gold flake. I went out and I bought gold flake sheets. I made gold flake sheets, and I cleaned this one up, and it turned out really nice. I'm really happy with this. And it's got a bunch of my limited edition pins on it. It's got some pins that some people probably have never seen before. And then it's possibly some pins that people have seen a lot before. But this is my Fantasia pin. It's one of my most favorite pins right there. My Fantasia pin. And these are the early statue pins that most people have never seen. But yep. That's that. And then this one here. This is my villain pin frame. Now this one I'm going to see if you look at the details in the corner of this. I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to fill that crack. There's a crack there. I'll fill that crack, straighten it out, and I'm going to gold leaf these edges, and I'm actually going to gold leaf all of this, and then I'm going to come down here and the ribbon. This is actually a ribbon. You can't see it too much from the side, but it's a ribbon, and it comes down here. And I'm going to gold leaf the ribbon, which will connect this and all the way down. But when I get into here, I think what I'll do here is there is a actual gold paint. I'll just take a real fine brush and I'll get in there and I'll gold paint this. This one is nice because it has a material here. This was a really nice frame, picture frame that I got. I took the print out of it, threw it away, took the glass out, and this has all my villains in it. This is my villains frame. Since I've made this, I've collected a lot more villain pins. Is my cherubog on here? He's not. Yeah, I haven't put him on here. I have a cherubog that his wings open up. And here's my Oogie Boogie. But this is what I do. I make Disney pin frames. I collect Disney pins. And I have fun doing it. So we're going to switch back over to the other camera here. I'm going to bid everyone a fair. There we go. Looks fuzzy. Was that just me? Do I look fuzzy? Maybe I'm fuzzy. I am fuzzy. I'll go to this one and sign off. So here we go. So I appreciate you guys being here. I really do. It's nice to know that people want to share the same interests that other people have, and they can enjoy it, chat about it. Again, if you liked what you saw here, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, stream it out, share it out to your friends. We appreciate it. I appreciate it. A big thank you to VP today to try and help me work through my microphone reverb issue, even though you guys liked it. I'll definitely get a pair of earbuds and I'll work on that to make that better for you. Thanks for coming out, Chris Dad Builds for joining in, VP for joining in. Again, Katie for all the hard work that she did on my new logo. And if you didn't see it, I'm gonna post it tomorrow, so everybody will see it. So the world can see it, and definitely to Jess, my producer Jess, and all my mods, Mike Wheeler, Jonathan Chong, Jesse. I appreciate you guys more than you know. I mean, again, without you, we'd have everybody in here saying and doing what they want. So I'm thankful that you're here, stopping that from happening. So again, thanks everybody. Stacy, it was great having you on. Chris Dye, thank you so much. Everybody, and I know people can, and as I don't know if it's Ian or Ian, you're very, very welcome. There's more to come. I mean, there's so much more. You have no idea. Really, guys, I've been collecting Disney merch for a long time, and I've got a lot of cool stuff. And I like doing that. Break away from pins. Pins can get, I guess for some people, pins can get boring. But you saw that makeup box. It's full of pins, and I want to display them, and I want to show you all different ways. I've designed 2 other ways other than what you've seen tonight to display Disney pins, and I'll show you that. I want to show you how to make Disney pin frames so you can do it yourself. I am and will be. I've collected probably over 20 pin frames from last November to now. Yeah, that's right. Not this past November, last November. 20 frames that I'm going to make. So I've had a couple people inquire, will you make me a pin frame? Yes. I'll be making them on my channel. I'll be making them in my studio, and I'll be selling pin frames. So if you're interested, when you see me do one live, you see me get into that, go ahead, feel free to throw it out there and say, hey, and I don't know how many I'll be able to do and how fast, because I do work, but I'd love to do it. I like making people happy. They'll be able to take their pins, put them on a pin board, and hopefully I'll get to see it one day with all their pins on it, because I know how special that is. So I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for coming out. I am Chris the Disney Baker. Follow me on, of course, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. And soon, do you hear that noise? Sounds like a clock ticking. Oh, maybe you'll see me on TikTok. So anyway, I always close the same way. TTFN, ta-ta for now. Peace, love, and pixie dust hugs. And pixie dust hugs will have to do for now until we meet in person. My name is Chris the Disney Baker. Have a great day. Have a better tomorrow. We'll talk with you soon. So long.